This is ABS-CBN Corporation Channel 2 in the service of the Filipino. Now signing off.
Hey guys, it's me Eiji, and this is probably one of the more serious videos that I'm going to upload here on our YouTube channel because last night I slept with a very heavy heart, and I'm filming this March 6th, so it was March 5 yesterday, which marks the last airing of ABS-CBN. And for us media practitioners, for us supporters, we knew that this is already an impending time bomb, just waiting for its time to explode, but we weren't really expecting it to happen this instant. It's crazy. The timing is just so off. Also, I am not recording this video to defame someone, neither to promote hate or to promote upheaval of some sort. I'm not doing that. I just really need to get off these sentiments outside of me because I really had a hard time sleeping last night, because this is the ABS-CBN franchise is something that we hold deeply inside of our hearts, and it is somehow connected to our passion in creating a very well-informed citizenry. Media networks essentially provides a channel for everybody to be aware of things. And not long ago, we were asking, where did the millions of pesos from Filipino taxpayers go? Because we weren't seeing any kind of list and a breakdown at that. And it was the channel's job to do that. It was the media outlet's job to do just that. And now you just eradicated a key player in that area, and that's your loss. Because you're a taxpayer. It's either you're an informal taxpayer or you're a formal taxpayer. If you're working, you pay your tax. If you're not working, you still pay tax. You eat at McDonald's, you go to grocery stores, you buy a piece of candy, you pay tax. Everybody does. And it's your loss, because if you were to argue that, well, there are other media channels and outlets out there that could do the investigative thing for us. Well, yeah, but think of it this way. There's this one person, and you suddenly chopped off 2 of his arms. Now he's handicapped. Is he supposed to function as effectively and efficiently as before when he has his hands? No. So that's your loss. It's our loss as Filipino taxpayers. And it's just sad to see these people trying to once again put color in everything, and that when you're trying to explain things to them at a very nice way, they just put colors at your back. Dilawan ka, you're a leftist. Or you're a leftist. And that kind of culture is very toxic for us Filipinos, because we're trying to put colors in almost everything. We're trying to classify everything. We are trying to create factions every single damn time. So for those who are actually trying to justify that it was not an attack towards freedom of the press, well, think again. You might be rationalizing it this way, that the government did shut down a media giant for good reasons. Okay, I might take that pretty well, but here's the catch. The last thing this sort of things happened was during the Marcos regime, and they were trying to shut down this media outlets that are working to correct them or to broadcast what is happening, what is truly happening in the society. And the government sequestered a lot, and they had to close a lot of media outlets because of that. and other media outlets practiced self-censorship. And when self-censorship is present in the modern day media landscape, we can no longer call it free. We can no longer call it free press, because they're oppressing themselves with the fear of being sequestered and being beaten down to the ground by the government. And that's what I fear, and that's what you should fear. Because at this kind of time, you will try to doubt all the news and information that media outlets will try to feed you, because you have this bias in your mind that, are this true, or are they just trying to cover up something big from the government, or are they just trying to protect themselves, or did they just make a spin for the news story to make it sound good for the government when in fact it was not? You see, that's your loss. That's my loss. ABS-CBN was used as a bully doll so that other networks will be intimidated and will be in fear. It's everybody's loss. And in addition to that, there are approximately 11,000 workers working for ABS-CBN that had just lost their jobs during the COVID-19 pandemic, and it's crazy. Imagine how these people are going to provide for their family, how these people are going to bring food to the table. It's moral obligation for us to just really look out for those people who seems to be having a hard time with our social and political landscape. And those 11,000 people needs support from us right now. Please be a caring and rationally acting human being by not trying to disregard the fact that a lot of people lost their jobs. It's our loss. It's humanity's loss, honestly. It's the sense of urgency that was dismissed by the Congress. It was the sense of humility from the government that they seem to have lost, and it's our sense of moral obligation towards our fellow Filipinos that sadly millions of Filipinos, as I've seen from social networking sites, have lost as well. So, as an end note, it doesn't really matter if you're a pro or anti-ABS-CBN shutdown, but I'm just gonna leave this here for everybody. If the government was able to pull this off and orchestrate something to stifle down a media giant, just imagine what they can do to silence your voice. That's all I have to say. Thank you for watching.